Today we are covering the case of Eric Isolde, who went missing out of the Leavenworth, Dryden area, Stevens Pass area, on New Year's Eve 2020. Eric had originally told a roommate of his that he was leaving his home in Dryden to see a new girl that he had met in Gold Bar, which is about 2 hours away from the area, over Stevens Pass, to meet up a girl that he had met, and he would be back in a few months. His original plan was to go to a New Year's Eve party up at the Stevens Pass area, and with some coworkers, then followed by his move. Now, a little bit about Eric to know was that he loves snowboarding. From the age of 13, he would that's all he wanted to do, was just snowboard all the time. He was constantly up at the Mission Ridge ski hill, which is located by Wenatchee, Washington, all the time. Like, that was his jam. But he also struggled with society as a whole as well. He found his peace and solace in the mountains on a snowboard, but he did struggle back at home and in society. Eric had some run-ins with the law. He was charged with assaulting his baby mama, who then also asked the court to order him for anger management therapy. He was also homeless at times as well. He was known to be kind of a couch surfer, and that's actually where he had met his roommate that he had been living with, and he had told that he was making this move to Gold Bar with this girl. Now, the story goes is that Eric was living in a local cave at the time when he was met up with his roommate, who was saying, dude, it's going to be winter pretty soon. You don't need to be living in a cave. Why don't you come live with me for a while at least and figure it out? Now, something else of note regarding his disappearance was that Eric was actually fired from the Stevens Pass Resort on New Year's Day or around then. He worked there as a ski lift operator, which again fueled his love for snowboarding and all things winter, but he was let go for undisclosed reasons the day of, or the day before he went missing. Now, Eric was last seen on New Year's Day around 2021, when he was last seen at the house that the party was at by someone who lived at the party. This person had offered Eric a ride back home to Dryden, where he knew he lived. Eric had declined, though, and the last sighting, or known sighting, was of this person who had offered him a ride, seeing Eric loading his possessions into another friend's vehicle while this other friend pulled out to drive away into the Dryden, Wenatchee, Leavenworth area. That was the last time that there was any credible last sighting of Eric at the time. Now, Eric wouldn't be reported missing until June 9th, 2021, and this was because his family hadn't heard from him for some time. This isn't quite shocking in its own, because Eric was known to go off the grid, not communicate with anyone for large amounts of time. So they weren't initially concerned, because this was something that was, normal for them. But after a while, this amount of time of no contact and them realizing that no one else had had any contact, that's when they had begun to worry about the situation and about Eric. Now, this happened in 2021, and Eric is still missing in the area. No leads as of yet, but if you know of anything regarding Eric, you can contact the Chelan County Sheriff's Office at 509-663-9911. They are wanting answers, along with the family and friends of Eric as well. So that is who to contact. Now, that wraps it up for today's missing person in Washington for the month of August. Again, I will be covering another missing person from the state of Washington every day this month. I do have an extensive list But if there is anyone in particular that you would like me to cover, please leave a comment and let me know. I can check to see if it's already on my list or if it's someone that I need to dig into and add as well. So please let me know and give me any ideas if you don't hear of a case that you are aware of. I do believe that people, their friends and family need some kind of closure if something has happened to them, or just to know that they're safe out there and might not want contact for whatever reason it may be. I won't judge folks for that.